Hey everybody, thank you for stopping by Living to Do's review of The Chi, Season 5, Episode 8, called Sweet Thing. Before I get started, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it, and I thank you in advance. So let's get started with this review, and let's start off with the first scene, which was most of the men of the Chi in the convenience store looking for Valentine Day cards for their loved ones. We see Victor and Emmett. They're all there separately. Rob, Kevin, Rashad, and Jake. We also see Darnell, but apparently he didn't get a card. He didn't even think that of Valentine's Day when he was in there. After that, sometime after that, we saw Gemma. Gemma was in bed, and she's grieving over the loss of her miscarriage. And Jake came to see her, and he gave her a Valentine's Day card, which was very sweet. And she was trying to send him off to school. She didn't want him to be late, but he stayed behind and stayed with her. I don't know how many days have passed since the miscarriage, but it's now Valentine's Day, and he stays and he's talking to her. He's asking her if she's relieved, like is she kind of relieved that she lost the baby, being that they're young, that they're teenagers. And she told him about a dream that she had, and he was engaging, asking her, in the dream, she said they had their baby, and he just asked if it was a boy or a girl. And she just gets real snippety, and she goes, what does it matter? I mean, you're telling him about the dream, then tell him about it. He's just asking for details. Didn't you think she was a little too touchy?
Yeah, he was just trying to be concerned and involved, and she just kind of attacked him a little bit.
Yeah.
Seemed out of the blue and a little unnecessary.
Yeah, really weird. Later, I guess Jake leaves, and Gemma falls asleep, and her dad is there when she wakes up. And they had a little discussion, and she told her dad that she was scared to know what he would think of her being pregnant and all. And her dad, just with smiles and positivity, he's just very supportive of his daughter. And he hates that, any parent would hate to see their kid grieving like that. Jake comes back during their conversation with food. He's so thoughtful. And the dad leaves, and they get to talking, and Gemma says they will no longer be the same. So I wonder how they will differ in the coming episodes. There's only 2 left. Just to see how, did they grow from this? Do they grow apart from this?
I think Jake has grown a lot since the show first started, when Reggie was around and he was hating on Kevin for always being with Gemma, and all those older memories of Jake. He's just grown a lot. Yeah. I really like what I see in Jake. And his brother, Victor, looks like a very positive influence on him. He's a good role model for sure.
We also see Dre and Nina. It's Valentine's Day, and everybody, if you notice, was wearing pink or red, or maybe white. Yeah. Those were the colors of everybody in this episode. They really harped on it. That was Valentine's Day. It's about love, and they never let us forget it with the colors they chose in every scene. So Dre and Nina are going out on Valentine's Day. Nina looks great. She's lost so much weight. She had this form-fitting red dress. She looked beautiful, just really, really beautiful. And they decided to watch their wedding photos for their Valentine's night, which was nice. Also nice was Kevin. Kevin bought Simone a card, which was nice, but he also named a star out of her, after her, and he gets her certificate for that. And she's really into astrology, and she's all into that. And it was very thoughtful that he just picked something that she would like. And then he brought it to her, and they had dinner in her room, it looks like. And it was a nice little dinner set up for the two teenagers. I guess she lives with her grandmother, and her grandmother is old school. Keep the door open while they had their dinner.
It was funny how he gave her the gift, and then she turned around, oh, I didn't get you nothing.
Yeah, she's, oh, I didn't know I had to get you anything. Oh, maybe but she is very thoughtful. Other than past episodes, she got him the crystals for the game, and she's thoughtful. Why she didn't think of this, I don't know. But normally, she's rather a thoughtful young lady. Let's talk about Jada and Darnell. Like I said before, Darnell went to the store and he didn't know it was Valentine's Day. He was in it on that day and just walked on out with whatever items he wanted. I think it was beer or something. Mm-hmm. He found out it was Valentine's Day, and he took Jada out to dinner, and they ran into high school friends, and those friends, they know all the dirt about him because that's when he was just living dirty. And apparently their prom night he got arrested, had a DUI, and it was not making him feel good because he's thinking he's growing now, finally, in this old age, and he doesn't want to relive those bad memories. Their friends that they saw at dinner was a couple. I guess they got married. They've been married over 20 years now. And Darnell's upset with himself because if he didn't behave so badly when they were young, that they could have been 20 years into a marriage. And Jada's not holding that against him. She says, we're human and we make mistakes. And he told his friends that they haven't been together this whole time. They've rekindled their love. And it was nice to see him say that to some, another couple. He really, you could just tell in his face, he has changed. His demeanor has changed. He told his son, Emmett, that he wants to ask his mom to marry him. He wanted his son's blessing because his son was the main man in Jada's life when he was roaming the streets. And later he did get his son's blessing to propose to Jada. And she came home from work. And he had the house, decorated her house with balloons. And he came out in a white suit and he proposed to her and she said yes. You're getting too old to be acting like you had been acting all these years. To settle down with someone who loves you and you love them, and hopefully it will work out. But that was really, really nice to see. Also, loving each other on Valentine's Day was Rashad and Deja. And Rashad got him a card for Deja, but he didn't know he was going to get a gift or a card, or he doesn't have a lot of money. And he was talking to Victor and Tiara, Victor's fake girlfriend, and she invited them to come out on a double date with them to the Signature Room. I guess it's a nice restaurant in Chicago overlooking whatever. So it was really, really nice. And apparently they're going to put that on Duda's tab, so no one's paying for it. So they get to dinner, and Deja and Rashad are kissing at the table, and Tiara's looking on at it, and I think she wants that for herself.
She's sick of playing.
Well, she's playing with Victor, but she mentioned that Rosalind was out of town, and I guess it's known they're together then, because she mentioned that. They were in bed, when the first episode, second episode, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I thought that was a secret. I didn't know that was well known. She mentioned it, so, okay, you're with Rosalind. Rosalind's out of town, so you're going to go with your fake boyfriend on a fake date that your play dad's going to pay for. So anyway, she's looking on at Deja and Rashad, how they're lovey-dovey at the table at the restaurant. And meanwhile, Victor's looking at his phone, and Rashad tells him, be present, be with your lady, be present. Like he needs to be told this, because I think he's thinking of somebody else. When the date's all over, they're going home. I guess Tiara's in the kitchen. I don't know why she's putting additional makeup on if nobody's... What are you putting makeup on for? If your girl's out of town and your fake boyfriend don't want you. And Rashad comes in and he's like, oh, girl, you look good enough to eat. And Victor's like, calm down. Even though that's not his girl, he kind of protects her in some ways with Rashad, like it is his girl. And he's like, go on and deal with your girl. And he gets some whipped cream out of the refrigerator and heads back to his room where Deja is waiting. And when he gets there...
She's about to leave.
She's about to leave. Put her stuff back in her overnight bag. He's like, what's going on? And she said, look good enough to eat. You don't tell another woman that on Valentine's Day. And she goes, I got you clean. I made her look at you. I know you like her. But I didn't think he really did. He just said, I've been in jail for 10 years. I got a crush on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't mean nothing by it. That's an old saying, you look good enough to eat. That's just saying you look nice in a matter-of-fact way. Just,
She just wasn't having it.
She was hurt. And she left. And I don't know if she broke up with him or if she just gone for the day to cool off. It's unclear. But later that night, he's laying in bed. She's not there. He's by himself. He hears a noise. He jumps up. It's Tiara. It looks like he lives in the basement because she's coming down some stairs, and the only thing at the foot of the stairs is his room. And I think he said that Tiara went home. I mean, that Deja went home. Tiara, why didn't you knock? That's that man's bedroom. That's inappropriate, don't you think? Just to stroll on in.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Definitely, it is wrong. And she came on to Rashad. She wanted some attention is what it was. And she liked the attention he was giving her, which was just, playful, friendly, platonic flirting. And, but she wanted a little bit more. And she started to kiss on him. And he's like, wait, I'm in a situation. And she says, so am I. And they start kissing. So I don't know how far that went. I guess we are to assume that it went too far. And also, it will be interesting if she turns up pregnant, because you can't get pregnant by Rosalind. And you mentioned having a baby, and Victor told you good luck with that. Now you're with Rashad for real, in a way you haven't even been with Victor, and you want a baby. I bet she might get pregnant by him. We'll see. That just adds to the story.
See the finale.
If you ain't thinking about it, Lena, wait. You could think about it now. You can credit me later. So that's what happened with them. I don't like Tiara at all. I like Deja for Rashad. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about Bacardi. He got kicked out of the house because he got in that fight that got Gemma trampled and she lost her baby, and he is staying at Papa's house. And so the two guys, I guess, are together for Valentine's Day, and they talk about who they like, and Bacardi says he has somebody on his mind, and Papa is such a romantic. You gotta let him know that there's somebody, that person needs to know that you're their secret admirer. And then Bacardi asked Papa to write in a card for him. I don't know why he couldn't write his own, write in a card with his own handwriting. But Papa said he would, if only he would apologize to Gemma and Jake for his part in the loss of their child. And so he agreed if Papa would write in the card.
It's the least he could do.
The least. Papa, I don't know why this guy didn't do this, but Papa takes the card to Lene. And he doesn't tell Lene who it's from, but she does admire his penmanship, and it looked good. If that is truly his penmanship, Papa, romantic, who wouldn't want to get a nice card from this romantic guy in this beautiful penmanship? And then Bacardi comes in the house, and so Lene knows that Bacardi likes her, and he wants to kick it with her for a while. And she goes, I know what you did. And he, he's like, he didn't mean for that to happen. And
she said, he better make it right.
Yeah.
And then Papa said, that's exactly what we're about to go do.
We're about to go over to Gemma's, and he's going to apologize to them. And then she says, well, after you do that, we can kick it. So, hopefully that will give him the courage and the confidence to say what he has to say to Gemma. And so he can come back and see if somebody might be interested in him. We'll see. That's a hard one. Because he's actually killed people before. And he's still walking around when you should definitely be locked up somewhere. So we'll see, I guess, in the next couple episodes how that turns out. So let's talk about Victor. He took his card to Fatima. And it was really sweet. He told her that he didn't like knowing that she was with somebody else. He didn't know how much that would hurt him. He asked her to be his Valentine. That was really, really sweet. I guess he knew he couldn't be with her that day. He had plans because he has to make this, appearance that he is with Tiara. And he was trying to say goodbye by giving her a kiss goodbye, and she wouldn't let him kiss her goodbye. But later, after he had his dinner with Tiara, he was in his pink suit. Most of them were in pink clothes all through the episode, and went over to her house and had a dinner with her, just the two of them in her house. And I think he said something about they won't be a secret anymore, or
I don't remember.
Something like that. Like, it's not going to be... He seems like he's going to put her more in his life, in his public life. So we'll see if that happens. But that guy is so cute. Victor is so, so cute. All right, let's talk about Emmett and Keisha and Tiff. Emmett is at his house. His dad's there helping move boxes in. Keisha's boxes because she's moving into Emmett's house. Later, Tiff is over helping with EJ's homework, and Emmett's moving boxes around. She's like, are you moving? He's like, oh no, these are Keisha's things. She's moving in. She needs some more space and help with the baby. We're helping each other out. And Tiff's like, so when were you going to tell me? She's like, everything ain't about you. She needs to be the center of this man's attention. So she asked, what are you going to do for V-Day? Because she wants to have him keep EJ. And he's like, oh man, I don't know. He says no, because I'm going to have his other two sons and his almost stepson, Ronnie, over. That's 3 boys. And he says, no, I don't even know what the big deal is. If you're going to have 3, why couldn't you have 4? Because oftentimes you're going to have all 4. Why did you reject EJ at that moment? Not only that, EJ's sitting right there. And so he goes, well, if you find yourself in a bind, call me. But basically he says no. Tiff goes home, and she has an attitude with Rob. And Rob knows something's up. It's like, what's up with you? She has to explain that Emmett's done all the stuff for Keisha. It's just the jealousy. He's like, what do you care, man? I'm with you. And he has to leave and fly out somewhere for business, so he won't be there on Valentine's night. And he's upset. She's upset because Keisha's getting treated so well. He's put her up in a nice hotel by herself with no boys, no nothing, just so for her to relax. And she gets nothing. And Rob says, I treat you well every day. I don't need a certain day of the year to treat you well. but she is just jealous. Keisha is in her hotel Valentine's night enjoying herself, and she's texting Tiff asking, can they talk? Because there's a rift in their relationship because she's with Emmett, and that doesn't make Tiff feel good. And Tiff responds, yes, sure, when. So it ends up that Tiff goes over to the hotel that Keisha is in all by herself, and she wants to know how long they've been together. Tiff wants to know, ask Keisha. It just started, and she wants to know when. She goes, I don't know exactly when. And she goes, I know this hurts. I know it's hard, but she didn't want to keep hiding it from her. And Tiff's like, what if I would have gotten with Nuck? And it's hard to be in that position. It must hurt, and it's hard to navigate it through that where you can get to a place where you could still be friends. I don't know if you'll be as close as you were, but you guys had a genuine relationship, and it would be a shame to end it over a guy. So Tiff makes her way over to Emmett's house when he's all alone. Keisha's in the hotel, and she knows this. Rob has flown off somewhere, and so she goes back to Emmett's house, and she wants to talk about them. And Emmett's basically saying, I'm with Tiff now. So she starts to unzip her sweatshirt to reveal some sexy top or whatnot, and tries to entice him. And he turns his head. I'm with Tiff. I'm a changed man. And she gets hurt. And she stands up to walk away, and she looks back at him. You're loyal to Keisha, but you were never loyal to me? She's hurt. But they were young. He just had a lot of growing to do. So she goes back home, and she finds Rob is back. I guess he canceled his flight. Maybe he understood that she was feeling hurt, and he don't know the rest of it, because she's rejected by Emmett just a few minutes ago, and now she's here with him. He has a nice dinner for her,
but she's somewhere else
mentally. Yeah. You can see it on her face. She's not present. She's not engaging. She's eating the meal that he got her, but
she's a little bit like Victor at that dinner earlier with Rashad.
Yeah. Her mind is elsewhere. Her heart's elsewhere. I don't know. I think maybe she just wanted to be chased a little bit longer by Emmett, because she was shooting him down. Remember, I don't know if you saw how he would call her, and she would be with Rob. What, you want to try to get back with me or whatever? And it's like, he's not. He's over you. And I think it's hard for her to grasp that Emmett is over her. Mm-hmm. He respects her, but he's over her. I don't know what will make her happy. Did I miss anything? Is that everybody?
Pretty sure it is. We didn't miss anyone.
Did I not miss everybody? Everybody got talked about in this episode? Okay, well,
it felt like a shorter episode.
It did. Yeah. It felt like a shorter episode. It was all about love, and that was great. I was happy to see it. We only have 2 more episodes left, so they're gonna have to bring it on home to end the season. So I guess that is it for now. Thank you for staying to the end. Please drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and also check out my other videos. I have travel videos of places I've been and experiences that I've had. So please stop by and check that out. But that's it for now. I gotta go because we got living to do.
See ya.
Bye.